Hello?
Hello,
Hello? Hey, Eric, how are you?
hello.
Can you
I'm
hear
doing
me?
great, wonderful. How are you? I can't hear
I'm
you.
doing. You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, okay. Um, I'm trying to figure out how to. Um, I try to figure out how to go to the chat. Hey, RTV. Hey, Keela. How are you today? I have Eric. I think he might have dropped down, so I got to wait till he come back. But how's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? Give me a minute. I'm trying to finish getting everything set up. Hold on. Um, Eric, are you back? If not, I'm gonna send you the link again. Okay, Eric, you back?
Yes, I'm
I
back.
am blessed. I'm blessed and highly favored. Um, as you come in, if you don't mind, please hit the like and subscribe button and check out my community wall as well. Um, Today we are going to be talking about sobriety. Um, I have invited Eric, a special guest that and I asked him to come over at the bowling alley, and he said yes right off the top. He would love it, and I appreciate him. And I'm going to turn it over to Eric, and I'll come back after him. Thank you. I'm going on mute.
Hi, my name is Eric, and I'm a person in recovery, recovering from alcoholism with a desire to stop drinking. I introduce myself that way because that is who I am and that's what I do. Since being in the program, I have been reconnected to my higher power, whom I choose to call God, and I believe that that higher power has the power to deliver me and to take anything away from me. But the program is used for me to be a foundation and to be strong and to stay connected and to continue to work my spiritual program. Uh, AA for me has been a great spiritual program, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my story. Uh, uh, Very young age, very young, probably crawling up size, walking, stumbling, falling, walking. I was raised in a bootlegger house, and my parents did sell alcohol, and they drank alcohol from like a baby jar sometime back in the day. And I got a hold to one of those baby jars and took a drink. And after taking that drink, I was very sick, very weak, couldn't stand up, couldn't hold my head up and nothing. This is what my parents told me. And they took me to the doctor, and the doctor said, ain't nothing wrong with this boy, we're drunk. And as I got older, that became kind of a joke around the house. But then later on in life, I started out, being given a half a beer or something, and I was didn't really like it, but wanted to keep up with my big brothers. I I started to acquire a taste about it, and I began to drinking beer at a very early age. Not really affected me that much, but whenever there was a house party or uh, neighborhood game or something, as a teenager, they had beer around. We would sneak and get a beer or something out of the cooler. Um, I remember stealing a pack of cigarettes out of my daddy's carton of cigarettes. We tried to smoke them, but they made us sick. So cigarettes wasn't my big deal. But I acquired a taste for beer, and later on, after acquiring a taste for beer, you know, I acquired a taste for alcohol. And at the time, my parents was making what is called home brew. They made their own alcohol, and still not being affected that much about it. But in my early teenage years, I was very shy, very ashamed. Didn't think I was a very handsome person. Um, didn't have no money, so I didn't think I was wealthy enough, and didn't think I had very much to offer any young girls at that time. Although I was a very active sports player and very popular, inside of me there was a great insecurity. But when I noticed that I drank, I would get up courage to talk to the girls, and that went on for a while. And I started saying, "Hey, when I drink something, I get courage. I can talk to people." And that's what happened. I started wanting to talk to more girls, and the more girls I wanted to talk to, the more I drank, until it became like my crutch, my friend, my buddy, my go-to to get courage. And uh, I just became very dependent upon alcohol for courage and confidence and things of that nature. And I started drinking, and it became such a problem for me that I started getting in trouble in school, getting in trouble on the school bus. I would sleep in class a lot because I would drink at night, go to school and sleep in class. Um, I was very loud and unruly on the school bus, and got kicked off the school bus. And that's when my parents started, just trying to say what was wrong with me and why was I drinking. Because no one ever in my neighborhood thought that alcoholism was a problem. Because I was born in the country, raised in the country, did country things, hung out around the big oak tree, and everybody drank. It was just a common thing. Of course, we had our neighborhood drunks who was drunk every day and everybody talked about, but never considered being an alcoholic. And into my young adult life, I started to get DUIs and get into trouble and things of that nature. And still not think I had a problem. Back when I was getting DUIs, they didn't do too much to you. You spent time, paid the fine, and you was out and gone and free. But as I got older, it became more of a problem. And then drinking with some of the older guys, I got introduced to crack cocaine. And I started smoking crack cocaine, and it became a real problem because I lost a marriage because of it. I was living in a house with no gas, no running water, uh, borrowed electricity, and I still didn't think I had a problem. Into my adult life, I started uh, getting in trouble with the law, getting into fights and things of that nature. Still not thinking I had a problem. And then further on into my adult life, I started to sell crack cocaine to uh, make money so that I could buy more crack cocaine. And I sold to an undercover, and I got time in prison. But while in prison, I was going through my first divorce, and well, I do have a problem with drugs, but not alcohol. So I continued to try to handle, and once I got out of prison, a part of my probation was that I would go to an A class. And I was furious because I did my time and I felt like I was being punished and it was unnecessary. But when I got in the AA class, I ran into a group of people that was very open and direct about my drinking, my drug use, my habits, my life. And I just fought it and fought and fought it. But then there was something there because they knew something about me. And I wondered how they knew about me. But it wasn't until after I got out of prison, I got saved, I was in the ministry, and I did everything that I thought I could do to try to minister the word of God to as many people as I could. And for whatever reason, after 25 years of doing that, I thought I had arrived. I got to say, May, I worked so much. I worked, I preached, I worked, I preached. All I did was for everybody else. And I just grand lots of the idea that maybe I should just, take me a drink, you know, cold winter night, uh, in my house, in my man cave, watching football. I decided to take a drink. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. It was all good. And I thought, well, that was no problem. So a few days passed. Matthew Ashford. Matthew Ashford. A few days passed, and I decided I'd take another drink. And then the next thing you know, that it was maybe once a month, or something like that, or whenever I was just tired or frustrated, and it became, a go-to for me again. And then it became a hiding, a shame, embarrassment because here I am preaching the word of God and teaching the word of God and hiding my alcohol. And I think that the guilt and shame of that overwhelmed, and I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't talk to my wife, and then when I did, when she did find out, it became a problem, and that went my next divorce. And I didn't see then that alcohol had a problem. I had a problem with alcohol, and and then I was married once again, and alcohol became a problem, and that ended in a divorce. So I was trying to stop, and I just could not stop. And I recently got a DUI in Mobile, Alabama, and it was there that I realized that maybe I do have a problem, you know. But all I got to do is stop. And I tried to stop, but I could not stay stopped. And I'm sorry, I'm picking up my grandbabies from school. I tried to stop, but I could not. And I went into Bradford. Hey, Papa. All the stuff that got thrown away at home. I'm on the phone. All right, sorry about that. So,
It's okay.
yeah, are you still there? Okay. But and then after Mobile, I lost my license, I lost my job, and I tried to stop again. I could not stop. So at this time, the family had gotten involved, and the family had turned I just wasn't being myself. I wasn't being in front of the church. I wasn't participating with the people. Wasn't doing anything that I needed to do that I had been doing, in the community service. One Father's Day, my daughter came and wanted to take me out to dinner, but I was too drunk to even go to the dinner. I needed help. As I came out of Bradford, I got into a group, and I noticed that this group was kind of strange because I didn't know them. They didn't. They shared and what they was sharing about their own life that connected with me. And the more I talked to them, the more I shared with them, the more I said, "Hey, here's something that I need." I couldn't love myself, but they loved on me until I could love myself. Accept the fact that I have a problem. I cannot do it by myself. Here's a group of people that understands me. And I started to listen. I started to work the steps in the program. I started to take the suggestions that was given to me about the literature, the meditation, the reading. And, it just like a light came on in me. And I realized that here I am. I am an alcoholic. I need help. I can't do it without these people. But at that time, I was homeless, living in a hotel being paid for by the Pride of Veterans. And at the end of that stay that they paid for, I ended up going to a shelter. And I have my grandson. I'm dragging him taken care of. And I could not fathom, you know, how am I going to take care of this child? How am I going to? There was some people in the group that reached out and helped me beyond.
Can you all hear me? Can someone tell me, can they hear me? Eric is trying to come back, but
Think that you might have a problem with alcohol
hey,
or drugs.
Eric, Eric,
Get in a meeting, get in a good group, you
Eric,
know, and keep coming back. That's
Eric.
what I did. That's what I heard. Keep coming back. I was thinking, man, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. I need something to drink. The more I stayed in the group and the more time passed, I did not and I do not have a handle. I have not arrived. I realized that I'm an alcoholic. I accepted that and that I'm an alcoholic for life. In order for me to continue to live a life of sobriety, I must stay connected to the group. I must stay connected to my higher power, and I must do what is suggested in the literature and the reading of AA. And I'm no longer fighting uh, my addiction. I accept my addiction, and I accept the solution to my addiction. I was thinking one day, ain't no way I can go this long without alcohol. Or, I don't. think it's alcohol. But this group has showed me that it is my addiction. It is an allergy. If I drink, I die. I know. I took that and I understood that if I drink, I die. I lose everything that I have, everything that I love. And the group was trying to teach me that AA comes first. I rejected that thought, but when they helped me to understand that if I love anything, anybody, any situation I was in right now, if I love it, if I start drinking, I lose it. And that really what, you know, put the nail in the coffin, so to speak, for me to say that I'm an alcoholic and I'm not going to drink. I'm going to live a sober life. And the only way I can do it is through working the program. And that's just a brief overhaul of my story. Thank you, Toy, for inviting me. I hope I said something to help somebody, and I hope this program goes very well.
Thank you, Eric, for coming. Do anybody have any questions or anything for Eric? Um, TT said, "One day at a time is what it takes. Embrace God's power and trust in His process. Blessings to everyone enduring a sobriety journey." Thank you, TT. Eric, she said, "Thank you for sharing your testimony." That's just me, TT. If you like, you can subscribe to her channel. I don't know how to drop links yet. I'm still working on it, but I will do that. And Eric, you can hang out if you want to and just listen. I'm gonna tell a little bit about my story, and after that, we can somebody can hit the panel. We can talk about it. If not, then I'll see y'all next time. But my story, um, well, first of all, I go to meeting myself every night. I'm always there. Sometimes and sometimes I'm sick, I'm still there. But and sometimes I'm not. But my story is when I first started drinking was when my aunt passed in 2006. That was the first drink I ever had. I was 17. And I drunk then because I was lost. I didn't, I had no direction. I was staying with my cousin. He was young like me, and his wife. We, me and my sister, we were lost because that was who we had. That was the only person that we had. That really took care of us and did for us. So we pretty much didn't care at that point. Um, we stopped going to school for a minute. This my senior year. I'm getting ready to walk across the stage in a couple of months, and she passed away. And I mean, no, I'm sorry, because I'm older than that. I'm trying to put myself all the way up there, but I mean, all the way back there. I graduated in '96. That's when she passed. So I was um, I was lost. So I continued to just do me. I went back to started back going to school, and I applied for uh, Southwest Airlines. I was I was drinking then. I mean, like I didn't stop. I didn't drink as much, but farther on down the line in 2006 is when I started heavily drinking. I lost my daughter. Um, it's no excuse for it. But then I didn't care about nothing. I just I drunk every day from morning to night. When I woke up in the morning, I had a beer. I wasn't drinking liquor at that time, but when I woke up, I was um, drinking. First thing I do, I didn't eat, I didn't sleep. All I did was drink, 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 and it led to me being who I am today. And that's why I say my name is Toya and I'm an alcoholic because I'm even though I'm a year and 4 months does not mean that I'm over I'm over I'm still in the stage where I can relapse and I can go back. So until I feel myself that I am ready to take that next step to say that I'm in recovery and I'm going to continue to say my name is Toya and I'm an alcoholic. Some people don't understand why we say that because we are alcoholics. So just like they say once a Delta, always a Delta, or once a gang member, always a gang member, or AKA all these sororities and fraternities, it's the same thing. Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. I will always be an alcoholic in my mind because that's what that's what I remember. So with that being said, I don't know if I said that correctly, Eric. Correct me if I'm wrong, what I'm trying to actually say right there. If you don't mind.
Will you say it again?
Um I was trying to say the reason why I call myself an alcoholic is because I still am an alcoholic and I will always be an alcoholic. That's the way I feel in my mind. How do you feel about that?
That is correct. That is correct. I do keep coming to meetings because I know that there is uncurable disease that can be managed. It can be managed by working the program, working the steps, getting a sponsor, and reading the literature. Yeah, uh, that it is a disease, but it don't have to kill me because I know I have a solution to this disease.
Thank you, Eric, for breaking it down for me because I know that I was correct, but someone questioned me about that and it made me wonder and think, well, am I alcoholic? And I'm like, yes, I am. I always be one. But thank you for stepping in on that part. But to go further on, and when I can't remember where I stopped off at, but to go on further, when I finally found uh, found out that I was a true alcoholic, I woke up that morning and I looked in the mirror and saw that I saw myself and I saw death all over me. Nothing but death. And I went to my psychiatrist and talked with him and he wanted to admit me in the hospital for sobriety, but he well, not for sobriety, for detox, but he wanted to put me in the mental hospital. And I said, I'm not mental. I have an alcohol problem. And he said, well, okay. So I went up there anyway because I did need to be admitted. I didn't need to be at home. And when I went up there, they didn't have any beds available. So that was a sign for me that you don't need mental health. You need detox. You need to be detoxed. You need to be somewhere where there's no doctors coming in every 5 to 10 minutes checking on you, or no nurses trying to poke on you and all that. I needed to be by myself to think and sort things through. And so I came home and I called myself down to in Tallahassee, Alabama. I can't remember the name of the hospital, but I called in and I told them that I needed help. They sent an Uber first thing that morning, picked me up, took me, and dropped me off. That was the best thing that I could have ever done in my life. It saved me because it was either me or the alcohol, and I chose me. So I I went there. I stayed there. I think it was like 6 or 7 days, something like that. I came home and yeah, I did try to have a drink. And um, when I first went into the group, uh, I was, oh my gosh, Eric could tell you how I was. I was terrible. I was like I was before I went in. And when I came to, and I'm like, I don't want to drink. That's why I went to detox. And September 25th, 2023 is the day that I chose to never drink again. And I went to meeting and I was a new person. And from that day forward, I've been who I am now. And I'm proud of myself. And I'm moving forward and I'm staying consistent with things, and I'm just doing things different. And it's nothing but nobody but God. Nobody but God. Could not have done it without him. My new beginnings group, which includes Eric, and it's amazing the joy and happiness that I feel, where I don't feel like I have a burden on me. Like I'm not weighed down anymore. And I thank God for it. And the sobriety, being sober, me being in sobriety, it feels good. I can wake up in the morning with a clear mind. I can work StreamYard now a little bit. I mean, I'm thinking. I think before I react. I think before I speak. So should you say this? Should I not? I don't want to hurt that person's feelings, but I have to stand in my truth, like TT said. And oh, not to interrupt, but Sarah said, "Thanks for sharing, Eric. One day at a time. Put God first." That's from Sarah. And TT, you're right. Living in my truth. That is one thing that I am going to do. I've been doing it since I became a year sober. I've been living in my truth. I can't tell a lie. It's like I tried, but it's like, no, it don't work. No, I'm walking in a different light now, and it feels amazing. And I just wanted to share that with us. And um if the to go off on a note, is there anyone that has anything questions or anything for me or Eric? TT says you're dedicated to becoming a better version of yourself with the alcoholic past behind you. That's leveling up. Thank you, TT. Thank you so much.
Yes, I
Sarah,
just want to say thank you, Toya, for taking time out and doing this.
and continue the
That
journey. Thank you, Sarah. Go ahead, Eric.
okay. Thank you for doing this. You're a great inspiration to me. And yes, I do remember when you came into the group, and I do remember the condition you was in. And it's the difference of night and day right now. And the proof is in what you're doing even today. You've been great, and you've been a great inspiration to me and others in the group. And I want you to continue to do what you do. And to say, I just want to encourage you because when you step out there like this, there's so many things that say, don't do it, you can't do it, this ain't gonna work. But you know what? You stay positive, you stay focused, and you're gonna do great things. You're gonna help many people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eric. And you have been an inspiration to me as well. Um, we've been uh, uh, learning from each other. And I thank you all for being in here. TT, Sarah, Miss Scott, like you all have also been a backbone for me to listen to me cry from going through the DV and everything like that. You all have been there with me every step of the way, and I appreciate all of you and anyone else that has been there for me. I appreciate you as well for just being there. And I'm going to get ready to end this live. I keep getting a phone call. I'm not sure who it is, but it must be important. But I'm going to. Is there any questions or anybody want to come up and say anything? If not, I am looking for a song that I wanted to go out on, and I also wanted to say the Serenity Prayer. Eric, you want to say it with me?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. God, grant me
Grant me
the
to accept the
serenity
things that I cannot
that
change,
cannot change, the
the
courage to
courage
change
to
the
change
things
things that
I
I
can,
can,
and
and
the
the
wisdom
wisdom
to
to know
know
the
the
difference
difference.
just for today.
Thank you so much, Eric. I really enjoyed you all. Thank you, TT. I still can't find the song. So let me see if there's some merch works. Oh, here you go. Okay. And I love this song, and someone else in our group put it in there, and I listened to it and grew to love it. It's country, but I love it. I've been to the bottom, I've been to the edge, and I've been down that road that led to failure and regret. Oh, but I've been to the one who wrote his love for me in red, and I've been changed. I've been hearing voices that sound a lot like shame. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming out, coming up and just shooting the breeze with us. I really appreciate you all. Eric, thank you again. I will see you later tonight. And I wish you all, everyone, have a blessed rest of your day. And remember, what's over your head is under God's feet. Thank you. You all have a blessed
Thank
day.
you. You too. Thank you.